Well, welcome to this week's video. This week we're going to talk about the ABCs of SEO, and we're also going to talk about the GPS, the advanced strategies for search engine optimization. So what is SEO? What is search engine optimization? Well, when we talk about SEO, or people talk about it in the industry, we're really talking about the free area or the search engine optimized area of a Google search. Now here's a Google search, it's just for spine surgeon, and the four things that come up on the top now are all ads. So this is a big change in Google. There's no more right-hand side ads. So they're actually pushing down all of the free or organic, or what we call search engine optimized SEO results on the page. So if you want to come up on the top of the page, now you're going to have to do a paid ad. Okay, that's become pretty clear with Google's new setup. And the next thing that comes up, if it's a local search at all, now this happens to be for spine surgeon, but if you search for internet marketing agency or a car accident attorney or a restaurant, obviously a maps result is going to come up. And that's becoming more and more prominent. Now today that's SEO, that's part of your search engine optimization. We'll talk about that in a minute. But the first natural result is now pushed down here on the page. So if we could look at the whole page, and you never do realistically on your device, and you got to take into account not only desktop but also a mobile phone. So think of the new environment is very friendly to mobile. So you're designing your search ads and your SEO results basically for a similar type of environment in Google. They've basically designed this to work both the same on desktop and mobile. So there's our four ads. There's our three results. Typically you get 3 results with your map listing and then 10 results in SEO. So that's something that hasn't changed. The natural or organic are these 10 results here, and they come now after the paid ads, and in this case after the map results. And then there's 3 more paid ads at the bottom, and then this navigates to additional pages. So basically that's what you have to understand about the new environment today in Google for SEO. Now, as I mentioned briefly, Google has just announced that they're going to have local search ads for Google and Maps. So now we're going to start seeing the ability, we're going to have the ability to run paid ads, and we're going to start seeing some paid results, what they're calling promoted pins, in the paid results on the maps. So again, brand new thing that Google's just introduced. So now let's get into the ABCs, the basic principal things that you need to know about optimizing or search engine optimizing the free area. Nothing to do with the paid. These are the ABCs. So the first one is the architecture of your website. How your website's built and designed is going to be able to influence how many times you come up in the SEO or the free organic results. So the first thing, you never want to have a flash website, and mostly that doesn't exist anymore. You want to have nice clean code on your website. So really easy code for the search engine spiders to read. You got to make sure you have your keywords, your title, your meta tags in the first few lines of code. You don't want to have all kinds of crazy stuff going on. That's where Flash comes in, like stuff moving and grooving, before you give the results that you want the search engine spider to read. You've got to have a nice clean meta tag or title tag. So the title of our website is Internet Marketing Consultant, Online Advertising and Web Marketing. You want to have a couple keywords in your title tag. You want to have activated links, so links on your homepage. Here's a link for DUI lawyers that goes to an internal page on the site. So we're not talking about external links here, we're talking about internal links. So you want some of your main, most important keywords on your homepage linking to the internal page that talks about that subject area. Very, very important, often overlooked part of SEO. And you want to install Search Console, formerly called Webmaster Tools, and that'll give you a lot of diagnostics and information about how your site's performing, and then you can feed an XML feed into Google and tell them about the new pages on your site and what's happening on your site. Very, very valuable. So that's just scratching the surface on architecture. We go into a lot more detail in our training courses. The B, so the A is architecture, the B is backlinks. Other sites linking to your site. So this is the great blog by Rohit Bhargava called the Influential Marketing Blog, and he's talking all about when the two of us were featured in the Wall Street Journal, and he links to 10 Golden Rules. So that's a backlink. It's a link from another site back to our site. Very, very important that you differentiate here. These are not the links that you can put on your site. These are links from other sites to your site. The next thing is free tools. I mean, what a great way to get links to your website. Create something really valuable that everybody's going to talk about, everybody's going to link to, and it's going to have lots and lots of value on your site. So this is the Moz site, and we use Moz for all kinds of things. They're a great resource for this stuff, for SEO, and there's a bunch of free tools on their site, and everybody in the industry links to these great free tools. So it's a great way to get links, and there's dozens of other ways, but the best way is to have great stuff on your website. A is architecture, B is backlinks, C is content. You want to have tons of great content. I mean, the best example is Wikipedia. Wikipedia comes up no matter what you're searching. It almost comes up in the first 3 results in the SEO, in the free results, because they have so many pages of content that talk about everything in the world, basically. So the way you develop more content is you have a strategy to regularly add words, articles, press releases, lots and lots of content to your website. So the ABCs are architecture, backlinks, and content. The GPS. So the first thing about the new things, so I wrote the ABCs like maybe 10 years ago, the GPS, or the new things that we need to be aware of in search engine algorithms. First is local. You know, we touched on it a little bit, that local result, very, very critical. And here's a great tool for it. I pulled this from the same Moz resource. It's the Moz local tool. And here you can put your website in, and it gives you all kinds of information about how to improve your local results. So that's a great way to start with the Moz local tool. I'll touch on one more thing on local. It's all about NAP, name, address, phone number. You have to have very, very consistent NAP in your Moz, in your basically your Google listings, in order to come up correctly and at the top of that result. The second thing to be very valuable, how many reviews, how many Google reviews do you have? Okay, so next up, the P in GPS is Panda, Penguin, Payday, Pirate, Hummingbird, and basically all the changes Google's made to their algorithm. So for many, many years, Google hadn't really updated their algorithm a lot. They made little tweaks here and there, but Panda was the first significant algorithm. And basically what they did is they said, okay, if you have crappy content, and your website's not well designed, and your website is not user-friendly, and people come to your website and they leave right away, they looked at a bunch of quality components in a new algorithm called Panda, and it was actually named after a Google employee named Naveed Panda, and that's why it was called Panda. Now, that people thought they were naming things after animals, but it was really named after the lead programmer. Next up was Pirate. Pirate was making sure you don't have copyright infringement. Payday was getting rid of spammy searches for things like payday loans and porn. Hummingbird. Hummingbird actually became the name of the overall algorithm. The whole Google search algorithm never had a name, but they did a Hummingbird update. It was about a lot of semantic language use. So like if I search for something, Google understands what I really mean, or they understand in a sentence what the meaning of my query is. A lot of artificial intelligence, which is also built into RankBrain. And RankBrain's the newest evolution of the algorithm, and it's all about artificial intelligence, mobile getting, optimizing your website for mobile results. So it was a significant deal in 2015. They continue to make updates to all of these algorithmic changes, and EDM is exact domain match, another change that took out exact domains from popping right to the top of the search engines. So, again, tons of information you need to be aware of here. This is much more for the advanced SEO, but these are the changes that are happening to the Google algorithm. And finally, the GPS, G is representative of the local, P is Panda and all the Google algorithmic changes, Penguin, Payday, and S is social signals. I mean, here's a really good example. We love Brendan Burchard. Probably heard me talk about him before. But when I go to one of Brendan's promotional pages, it says, Jay Berkowitz and 6,631 others like this. So this is a social signal, basically providing like a vote or a quality score for this page. And social signals are also indications or signals to the search engine. So the same way backlinks tell Google and the other search engines that other sites are talking about you or linking to you, we believe, Google won't admit it, but we believe the social signals, things like Twitter tweets, Facebook likes, people talking about you on social services, are going to weigh heavily as a factor, especially things like Facebook, where you need to actually be logged in to talk about someone. So, how valuable it is in the algorithm today, we're not sure, but we believe it's a factor in the algorithm. So quick summary, the ABCs of SEO are architecture, how your website's constructed, the backlinks, other sites linking to your site, The content on the website, you want to have between 250 and 1,000 words on every page on your website. So there's lots and lots of content, lots of words for Google to read. Also, video and images are valuable. The G is representative of the GPS, or local search results, becoming more and more important. We showed you how important that is. You want to make sure your NAP, name, address, phone, and get lots of Google reviews. The P is representative of the Google algorithm changes, things like Panda, Penguin, Pirate. And finally, social signals, other sites, other ways you get links to your site, basically from Facebook likes, Google tweets, Instagram shares, etc. Thank you guys for sticking with me on this one, and good luck improving your SEO using the ABCs and GPS.